That's okay. All right. Well, Roger's going to share anyway. So, Roger, here you go.
Thank you very much. Well, I hope you guys got some time. I'm going to share a testimony for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Take your time, take your time. Well, my name is Roger Hughes, and I just want to share a little bit how God touched my life. I want to share a little bit before that. I grew up in foster homes. Before I was in the foster home, my real mom and real dad, they had some problems. And just to kind of give you a quick story, a lot of us have been in situations where it's been tough growing up. Reminds me of a guy in the Bible by the name of Mephibosheth. And when he was young, he was dropped and he was wounded from both legs. And a lot of us have been dropped as young kids, and we've been wounded some way, somehow. Whether we've been abused or we've been affected some way, we've been affected. And I was one of those kids. I was locked up in a cellar. I had to eat dog food. I was chained up by my leg one time to a bedpost. I was abused in all kinds of ways. I was adopted when I was 8. And then I ended up getting in trouble by the laws. I spent some time behind the bars. I ran around on the streets. I carried a gun in my hip pocket. I dealt suitcase drugs. I did all kinds of stuff. Fought. I was a bad guy. I ended up spending quite a bit of time in jail. And I remember I was 22 years old, and I was thinking, you know, I'm really getting tired of this type of life. I mean, I'm in and out of jail. I'm living on the streets. I'm always having to look behind my back. I'm always wondering what's going on. Having to get in some fight. And I'm a little guy, so I got beat up a lot. I tried, but sometimes it didn't work out too good. But then as I was just thinking, you know, I don't want to live like this no more. All of a sudden, I hear this, like it was like God just put this impression on me. If you give me your life, I will change it. And I thought, well, you know, I'm doing a really terrible job at it, so here goes. So I gave my life to God. My life has never been the same since. Now I've got a beautiful wife, I've got great children, I've got a good job, I travel the world, I preach the gospel, and God's just been really good. And you may be here today and you may be thinking, there's really no hope for me. I don't know if I can change. Or maybe you're thinking, you know, I like this church life, but I got to get some things straightened out in my life first. I just want to tell you, one time there was a guy, he was in the church, and the preacher was preaching. And when he got done, the guy said, preacher, he said, do I got to stop doing drugs, and do I got to stop drinking, and do I got to stop doing this and that before I come to Jesus? And he said, do you have to get cleaned up before you take a bath? He goes, no. He says, you don't have to get nothing cleaned up before you come to Jesus. You just come to Jesus just as you are, and God will clean you up. And that's what he did with me. I came to Jesus just as I was, and he cleaned me up, and he changed me. Now I go all over the world, and I preach the gospel. I'm excited about God now. And I just want to say, if you're here tonight, and you don't know for sure that if you spend eternity in heaven, if you died today, we want to give you that opportunity. I'd like for my prayer team just to wave their hands. You'll see them waving their hands. And we got some more around here. If you want someone to pray with you, maybe you just need some healing. Maybe you need to accept Christ as your Savior. Maybe you want to rededicate your life to Jesus. Whatever it may be, these guys will pray with you. And we would love to give you that opportunity. And if you'd like someone to come to you and pray with you, we'd just like for you just to wave right quick like this. And someone will just watch and look, and they'll see your hand waving. And they'll make their way to you at some point to pray with you. There's 2 people right over there. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and enjoy your food.
Jesus came that we might have what? Simple. And I tell you what, you cannot live the life you want to live all by yourself. You need somebody to help you. So Jesus can help you, but he also places people with us to help us. Who here has ever had somebody that helped them with something? And who has ever had somebody that really got you angry? So that's the good thing about life. You have people who help you, and you also have people who get you angry. But Jesus is right there in the middle, helping us to keep things in focus. And that's what Christianity is all about to me. Keeping things in focus. So guys, I want to thank you for coming. I know we're about to get into sharing out all the presents and then we're done. But I want to tell you what, if you have a church that you attend,